If we don't clean the pad properly, we got problems all year long. So, I think you got to start with a good base, and you just got to take your time and do it properly each step of the way.
At first glance, it may seem like there's 3, maybe 4 steps to installing the ice at the curling rink, but there's about 1 million, give or take. Each one of those steps is equally vital to the ice-making process.
They all have their part that's important, and if you miss one of them, it will show up somewhere.
We probably made 35 or 40 passes with water on the ice, so every one of them is critical.
Aesthetically, though, it's crucial that no foreign debris gets onto the ice at any point. If something does fall onto the ice and no one notices, it'll be there the entire season. So how exactly do you go from this, to this, to this, and finally this? Here's the Reader's Digest rundown.
You get the sealed in on the cement, you get it close to level.
That's the first step, and one that takes a couple of days. The sides need to be sealed so it'll properly hold the water and ice. Then slowly but surely a base is laid. This here is the first layer. From there, a larger hose flood is done to build depth.
You have to paint it white.
The Dawson Creek Curling Club borrows this machine from Grand Prairie to get their ice that perfect white color. No step is more important than the previous or next, but this is where mistakes are the most noticeable.
Obviously, what shows most is the paint. So if you screw up the paint job, people see it all winter.
Once that's done, you have to seal all that in, and then you have to run all your lines, get your hacks in, put your houses in, seal all that in, put your boards in, then flood it level.
This step includes the more tedious jobs, getting the logos just right, ensuring they're properly aligned, chipping and scraping before the final floods are completed. Once that's all done, after 10 days,
and then the work starts.
There's no Zambonis in curling. Once the initial ice is made, maintaining it and being able to adjust is a critical part of having a successful curling season.
Just because you have varying conditions all the time, and you have to stay on top of all that. So once your ice is in, doing the install is tough, don't get me wrong, it's not easy, but once the install is in and you're done that, keeping good ice through the whole year is the toughest part.
That is the case here in the Mile Zero City. A lot of time goes into maintenance throughout the year, and that time drastically increases during big tournament weekends.
I would probably average between 3 and 6 hours a day scraping and pebbling and doing the things just for game preparation. So it adds up in a hurry. And then on the weekends, when you were hosting bonspils and stuff, it's go, 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 go. There's no stop.
At the end of the day, what separates good ice from bad ice? Some have their preferences, but what everyone's looking for is consistency.
If you have good speed and nice curl all the time, players make a lot more shots. So consistency is probably the biggest thing that you work for. And then from then you can tweak it to get better curl or better speed.
The curling season in Dawson Creek officially kicked off on Monday. Ginter was one of the first on the ice and said it was near perfect.
It was level, it was keen. I'm really looking forward to having good ice all season long.